Today's tutorial is about RepricerExpress. RepricerExpress is the software I'm currently using to help me run my business. This software is repricing my items in my inventory thousands of times every single day in automatic. You will know how to set your repricing rules on RepricerExpress to make sure it runs smoothly and you're not losing any money. Actually, you are making the most out of your inventory. If you haven't already, please like, subscribe and hit the bell. I am uploading every single week a tutorial on Amazon, eBay, reselling, online income streams, productivity, motivation and much more. Good evening, Tough Humans Nation. Welcome to another tutorial on Amazon FBA. I'm Silvia, I'm your host, and I'm a six-figure Amazon seller on amazon.co.uk. This is how I have set my own repricing rules. This is how I run my own shop. And I don't believe there is a right way of setting your rules, a wrong way to do it. You just need to make sure you're not losing money, you're making the most out of your inventory. There is no right strategy and wrong strategy. Every shop, every business, every seller is different. So this is just my view of it. And I hope you're going to find it helpful. Let's start with a tutorial. I'm inside RepricerExpress in repricing rules. And then you're going to see here, they have few templates that you can use, create new rules based on this. I'm going to show you mine. Currently, Repricer is repricing 181 of my SKUs, which proves once again, guys, that you don't need a huge inventory to be able to turn over six figures. Absolutely. Many of these are actually books that are still there. I'm trying to sell them. Few of these books are worth really good money. And what Repricer is not repricing at the moment, because we are at the beginning of October 2019, are my toys. So that's another strategy. I'm going to leave it for another video, but I am not going to reprice my toys and compete against anyone in October for toys. I think this is the best strategy for me. I know, I'm a genius. Let's dig in. Match lowest FBA, only FBA. As I was telling you guys, my shop is 99% FBA. Minimum and maximum prices. Minimum, maximum type. Choose how you wish your minimum, maximum prices, including shipping, to be determined in this repricing rule. Including shipping, of course, we are talking about merchant fulfilled. Here you can always find more in-depth information. Make sure you read through everything. They are very detailed. Then compete with. In case Amazon is my direct competitor, because when you sell on Amazon, Amazon can be your direct competitor. But what a lot of people don't know is the fact that Amazon actually most of the times share the bite box with Prime sellers, only Prime sellers. I've decided to price above Amazon of 5p. Why? Because Amazon, in order to share the bite box, first of all, it doesn't share it with everyone. You need to have very good selling metrics. Second of all, it will never share the bite box with you if you are 10 pounds higher than Amazon itself. Let me know, guys, if you have a different experience with this, but it has never happened to me, and trust me, I tried. FBA, compete with FBA. Beat by, and here we go, trying to beat you by 1p, 5p, and they just start a pricing war that is going to tank the price completely, is going to ruin the profit completely for everyone, competing on that product. Why? Because if you have set beat by 5p, And I have done the same. We're going to keep going down. Our RepricerExpress is going to keep going down until we hit the minimum. So maybe it's just me and you. Maybe we could nicely and kindly, like brother and sister, share the buy box. I get sales, you get sales for £20. No, we're going to start competing and the price is going to tank to £10 and maybe we're going to make 5p each. So not very smart, I believe, to be honest. Then you can price above the lowest FBA of the amount you want. Match or ignore. In my case, I'm gonna match the lowest FBA. Of course, if it's inside my minimum and maximum. Seller fulfilled primed, I'm ignoring them at the moment, but I might change this. I'm not too sure yet. Merchant fulfilled, I ignore them. My repricer, if you are merchant and I am prime, I will ignore you. I don't care. I keep selling stuff as a FBA with even 40-45% over the lowest FBM, and I keep selling. If it's a good product, it's a good sales rank, people want it and want it now. So why should I cut my price when people is happy to pay for extra to have the comfort to have it outside their door the next day? I only compete with the buy box sellers. So those sellers that are actually eligible to win the buy box. Yes, you got it right. Not everyone is eligible to win the buy box. Let's see what they say. They say those are the sellers that Amazon has determined are eligible. They are typically larger sellers with high feedback and seller ratings. I found that from day one, I was able, kind of day one, but you know, if you're a new seller, you can definitely win the buy box. It's just that if someone else has been on that product for 3 months, they have perfect seller metrics, they've been selling on Amazon for 2 years, they have a better price, etc., they are more likely, and they never run out of inventory or rarely, they are more likely to hold the buy box. Sometimes Amazon punishes some sellers. For example, they got suspended or something, then yes, the algorithm will keep you off the buy box for quite a long time, let's say. Nobody knows for how long, but yeah. Price only against the seller who holds the buy box spot. I left it blank, to be honest. Item condition, guys, this is really important. I've chosen much or better. It's really important for any type of condition of an item, but especially if it's a new item. Let me give you a couple of samples here. Let's say that I have a used book that I'm selling. My used book, the condition is like new, and there is people selling it as new and people selling it as crappy condition and there is people selling it as very good, for example. Why should I compete against someone who has a worse condition than my book? If I have a like new book, why should I compete against a very good book? Doesn't make any sense. Okay, so when people want a like new, he's gonna buy a like new. Or if I have a new item, why should I compete with an Amazon warehouse deal or a used item? So absolutely much or better than what I have. Include or exclude sellers. These are all optional, guys. So you can, absolutely decide. You can leave them blank, etc. doesn't matter. But this is really important, especially if you do merchant fulfilled. Basically, it's like, do you care about your competitors' dispatch time, seller location, etc., etc.? Yes or no? Ship from location, this is only for merchant fulfilled. So include only. So whenever I have those 2-3 items that I sell merchant fulfilled, I am not going to compete in a pricing war against someone shipping it from the United States. There is no way they are gonna get them to the United Kingdom as fast as I can get them inside the United Kingdom, because I am in the United Kingdom. I really don't care. Include only United Kingdom. This is interesting as well. Reprice against sellers who have not disclosed their country location. Here is why. Here there is a good explanation. It says the country field is not a required field on Amazon. If sellers choose not to disclose their country location, they will be ignored when using the include only option. If you are set to only include one country, you might want to tick this option in case there are a number of sellers that have not set their country with whom you wish to compete with. For example, I honestly didn't know that setting your own country is optional. I guess it's easy for a buyer to find out, because if the item is going to arrive in 20 days, then probably it's not difficult to understand that it might come from China. If a competitor is inside the United Kingdom, I think they would say it. They would disclose it. I think if you are if you are selling in the UK for the UK, I think it's a plus to disclose your country location. There is also kind of pride, the product comes from the United Kingdom. Yeah, I don't know. I wouldn't reprice against the sellers who have not disclosed their own country, but absolutely, guys, again, this is just my strategy. Oh, I love this one. Scenarios. If there is no competition, go to max. This one is particularly important for you guys because you have no idea how many times I went into the pricing war where these people were just tanking the price, and then maybe at night while I was asleep, I was selling out. I was like, what happened here? So the price tanker of your competitor sold out, and then you sold out as well. The problem is that you sold out at a very, very low amount compared to what you used to sell the product for. So let's say that it's only two of you. It's only the two of you, and he brings you from $14.99 down to $10.99. Then he sells out, and you have no idea he did. You are gonna sell out for $10.99. So this is really, really important. Highly recommended, because the price is so low that people will notice that from $14.99 is now $10.99. So you literally, the product flies out the door. What happens is that you don't know, and instead of repricing, go back to your maximum price that maybe was $14.99, he will make you sell out at $10.99. And basically you're gonna lose out like 4 extra pounds an item, which is huge. So guys, highly recommended. This makes a huge difference in your business. The other one is, if competition is below your minimum, do not reprice. Go to minimum, go to maximum, compete with the next best seller. I compete with the next best seller, which is gonna be an FBA in my case, because I have set up compete with FBA. Once again, let the price tanker sell out, and then just compete or share the buy box with the next best seller. Wait for it. If competition matches your minimum, go to your minimum. If the competitor matches my minimum, I'm gonna go to minimum. What can I do? That's why I have RepricerExpress. But I am very careful in how to set my minimum and maximum prices, guys. So when I go to my minimum, I'm sure I'm not losing any money. But this actually getting to this point, I won't deny it took me some time. It took me some time because all the Amazon calculation of fees and VAT is not straightforward. If buy box winner do not reprice, increase your price, reprice as normal. Okay, up till last month, I chose do not reprice. I was like, no, now I hold the buy box. I'm gonna stay there. I'm gonna sell. Now, to be honest with you, my main focus is on maximize my profit, minimize my effort. So I've decided to increase the price by 45p every 20 minutes. In theory, increasing the price slowly but surely, it should make the algorithm keep you in the buy box. Again, guys, my main goal is not to sell out of a product. No, it's to maximize my profit because it's only a 2 people operation team. We don't have a warehouse. I don't care about selling thousands of products for 5p. Once again, guys, for me, my strategy, then everyone has got their own strategy. The thing is that I want my inventory to make the most for me because we are only a 2 people operation. We have multiple streams of income. We don't have a warehouse. We work with our garage, 1 car garage, and we have no interest in working hard to make literally 5p a product. So this is just our strategy, okay? It depends if you do wholesaling, etc. This is our strategy. So choose how to reprice when your price is the buy box price. What Repricer tells you here is if you are the current buy box winner, usually you're in a very strong position, and that's why I used to do not reprice. I wanted to be there and keep selling. But I'm choosing this one now. Your price will be raised a little with the aim that you will retain your price by the amount set and the intervals you have specified. Be careful with this setting as it may cause you to lose the buy box, which is absolutely true. So maybe my 45p every 20 minutes, maybe it's a little bit too much. Let's try with 30 minutes. Okay, let's see. Maybe it's not going to make a big difference, but... And here we go. The last one is the profit protection. Sleep mode. I have enabled the sleep mode. My shop stops repricing at 1 a.m. and restart repricing at 2 a.m. During this hour, my repricer will reset to the maximum prices all my inventory. This is another thing that is super important, guys, because as we said, sometimes you don't realize what is happening when you have a lot of SKUs, etc. This for me now, it is so important. I want every single night my all inventory to go back to my maximum, and then if there is still competitors, FBAs, price tankers, etc., I'm gonna make Repricer keep fighting for me. But otherwise, I'm gonna sell at my maximum price, full stop. Some users will choose to stop repricing for a period in late evening and early morning when sales are lowest and reset to maximum, as they know this might help drive prices back up across all competitors. So if you guys are smart enough to do as I am doing, as other people are doing, it means we could all make more money tomorrow. That's why I don't understand the price tankers policy, the price war policy. The only winner is Amazon at the end of the day. So that's why, guys, when you use Repricer, make sure you have a business ethic, because at the end of the day, it's not to make me rich, is because it's a win-win. And you see how not focusing on, I need to win the buy box, I need to lower the 1p, is gonna make you actually make much more money. So if we all were a little bit more ethical in this sense, everybody will make so much more money. Profit protection include buy box winners. Sleep mode will only put SKUs without the buy box max price by default. However, if you would like all your SKUs to go to max, including those that are in the buy box, choose the option include buy box winners above. Another thing, this one is something I was not doing, again, because it takes so long and so much effort to be in the buy box, and that I didn't want to lose the buy box. Now I don't care, because my focus is on making money, not to keep the buy box at a very low profit. I want my stock to make money for me while I am asleep. Full stop. Inactives to maximum. Okay, guys, so this one, I have no idea how I missed this option for so long. I felt so dumb when I found out, which was literally last month, like a month ago. I'm so ashamed. Inactives to max. Enable. This one, guys, basically what happened to me so many times is that it was me and someone else fighting and competing for and sharing the buy box. Maybe my product was, best-selling product, selling 20-30 times a day. My competitor runs out, I ran out, my stock is inbound in an Amazon warehouse. What happens is maybe my competitor has not stock in an Amazon warehouse inbound, so I have an advantage. If I have an advantage, I want my stock to be active, and as soon as it gets active, I want it at my maximum price. If we were sharing the buy box for $20.99 and my maximum is $24.99, as soon as I hit zero and my new stock come back up and live and active, I want it to go back up to $24.99. Then if my competitor is still there, I'm gonna fight and go back until $20.99. But if the competitor run out, I know I will make £4 more for each single product until when someone else jumps on it. Update repricing rule. So we save everything we have done. Can you see, guys, how amazing is this tool? And you haven't seen nothing yet, but how important is to properly set your repricing rules is going to make such a huge difference. It's going to have such a huge impact, because again, we are not on Amazon to sell, to see huge amounts of sales in our app. We want to make sure we are making a really good net profit. I don't care if you sell 40k a month and your net in the pocket is £1,000. Let's focus on, especially if you are at the beginning, we want your money to turn around as quick as we can, get that cash back into the business, SIP, reinvest and make it grow. Of course, myself and RepricerExpress, we don't want you to pay full price. We are the only one having a full free month on RepricerExpress. A full month to set it up, play around, get a grasp, watch more tutorials. They have an amazing, lovely team of customer service. I'm gonna leave you the link in the box down below. Just make sure there is Coach Me Sylvia 30 as a code, and you guys are gonna get a full month for free. You also gonna find in the description box 1 hour of training only for you, where Bradley Sutton from Helium 10 will show you how to do product research. It's entirely up to you if you want to subscribe to Helium 10 or not, but make sure you don't lose the opportunity of a free training. You guys have a 50% off the first month or a 10% off every single month if you choose to use Helium 10 for the whole year.